What is going on to all you beautiful people out there in the world? Today I want to talk about the Motorola Razr and how I think that it is just... let's talk about it. Do you guys remember the Motorola Razr, like the original Motorola Razr? I'm 25, by the way, and I remember when I was in middle school, if you had the Motorola Razr, you were it, right? Like you were on the top of the food chain in your school. Like whenever you flipped it up, that's it. All the girls were after you, bar none. So Motorola wanted to bring back that awesome iconic design, and it really is an iconic design. So they brought it back, and now we got the Motorola Razr 2020. Ouch. We already know everything about it, literally no secrets, but that price, oh my God, that price will make a grown man cry, okay? That price will make you go back to college. That price will make your wife cheat on you. It's that bad. $1,500, ladies and gentlemen, and after taxes, it's about $1,630. But wait, you guys are probably like, Mark, what are you talking about? The Galaxy Fold is almost $2,000. Isn't $1,500 better? No, you're wrong, and here's why. See, at least the Galaxy Fold came out with up-to-date specs, right? Like when it was released, the Snapdragon 855, 12 gigs of RAM, UFS 3.0 storage. It came out with like literally the leading specs. That in itself, on top of the fact that it folds, made it a luxury item. So let's talk about the Razr phone. You get 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and the Snapdragon 710 processor. Oh, and there's also no SIM card slot. It uses eSIM. So if you got two phones like me, and by the way, surprisingly, a lot of people have two phones, right? Maybe one for work, one for home use, or maybe you just like using two phones. Maybe you got one Android, one iPhone like I do. Well, to switch back and between them two, if you got an eSIM, you have to call your carrier and be like, "Hey, I'm switching. Can you make that happen?" Right? Then you use it for about a week or two. Then you gotta give them a call back and be like, "Hey, me again. How's the children doing?" And then you gotta ask them to switch back again. Listen, like for me, all I gotta do, right? I take out the SIM card, put it in here, right? Take out the SIM card, put it in here. Boom. Takes 20 seconds. There's also no wireless charging. You got one 5 megapixel camera on the front, 5 megapixels, that's right. And you got one 16 megapixel camera on the back. No OIS. $1,600. No telephoto camera, no ultra wide camera. $1,600. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself, but oh my God. I looked at this video from BBC Click. I want you guys to take a look at it. Please tell me. Just watch.
It's not completely attached to the phone. That's necessary to allow it to fold the way it does, but I do wonder if bits of dirt could get underneath there and cause problems in the future. It's very difficult to say how many times you could open and close this. Samsung and Huawei have given a figure. They say more than 100,000 times.
Did you see that? And to put the icing on the cake, this is what Motorola said. This is what Motorola replied. Just read this. Bumps and lumps are normal. What? Also, take a look at this video that I think the original poster was a YouTube channel called Dark Matter. Take a look at this video. I'm sorry. It already broke on display. That is the biggest slap to the face. Imagine getting choked out by Khabib. That's it. Khabib is Motorola. You are getting choked out. There you go. So let me get this straight. I go and spend $1,500 on a phone, $1,630 with tax, and the company says, "Oh, bumps and lumps are normal. Don't worry about that. Just give us your money. It's cool. It's cool." I mean, in that video, the display was already broken. The display was broken on a phone that is on display. If a phone, let me tell you this, if a phone breaks on display, more than likely is going to break in the real world. Imagine buying a car, right? Well, first of all, before that, the Motorola Razr coming in at $1,600 after tax is a pretty expensive phone, right? So imagine walking into a dealership and you get a Mercedes S-Class, right? I think $96,000 base price, right? You go and get that, right? You've been saving a lot of money for that car. It's your dream car, right? You love it. You had dreams about it when you were a kid and as an adult, and your wife gets mad at you. But you go and get that car, right? And like a week later, Mercedes emails you and says, oh, by the way, if you see any paint defects, totally normal. If you see bumps and lumps in the paint, it's normal. That's just normal. It's supposed to have that. Also, by the way, if you go over 80 miles an hour, your car may or may not just vibrate to hell. Like, no. If that happens, I am returning the car. If I buy a phone for $1,500 or $1,600, I unbox it, I play around with it, and it makes this noise, or the screen looks like this, I am returning it, okay? No part of me looks at that and says, no, yeah, that's normal. What? The funny thing is, Motorola actually says that the phone is splashproof. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe that part underneath the display is like protected. I'm not risking it. I don't know about you, but I would much rather have a crease going across the phone than lumps and bumps. See, at least a crease is symmetrical. A crease is just one line. It's a crease. Not bad. It's symmetrical. But bumps and lumps are not really symmetrical. I think that'll drive me more crazy than having a crease. I just can't believe a company that came out in I think they started making phones in 1980 with the first brick phone. I think 1986. Yeah, I'm looking at it. 1984. They started making phones in 1984, and they think this is a good design? No. No, not happening. I mean, I get it. Listen, you guys are saying, Mark, come on, don't take it that hard on them. It's a beta product. Foldable phones are still kind of new. I agree. Okay, I totally agree. But it's not like this is the first time this has happened. In fact, if you look at the original Galaxy Fold, the Galaxy Fold before they fixed the screen issue, it had a really similar issue. Dust and debris were getting into that hinge mechanism, and we're getting under the display, and the display went bad. So this already happened a year ago. And Samsung didn't, not Samsung, and Motorola didn't think to themselves and be like, oh, hey, we should not do that same mistake. But instead, they made it worse. If Motorola came out 5 years ago, I would be like, yeah, all right, whatever. A 5-year-old company, they're making a foldable phone. Let's cut them some slack. But 1984, I don't know. Again, maybe I'm overreacting, but at the same time, am I really? Imagine Samsung, imagine Samsung, before they fixed the Galaxy Fold, when it still had that messed up hinge and messed up display. Imagine Samsung giving you guys an email saying, oh, no, that's normal. Oh, you got sand under the display? No, that's normal. Don't worry about it. Just give us your $2,000. At least Samsung was like, oops, you're right. That's not supposed to happen. They recalled all the devices. They fixed it. And now at least it's relatively safe to get the Galaxy Fold. I haven't really heard anything bad from after the time that they fixed it. The creaking sound of whenever you're closing and opening the display, that by itself is no. If I ever buy a phone and it makes that sound, I'm returning it. Especially for $1,500. Listen, I get it. They made their own little design for the screen, so whenever you close the phone to prevent that crease in the middle, they made it so the screen kind of folds in on itself, kind of. That's cool. There's no crease. But honestly, I would prefer a crease than to hear that every single time I open and close it, and to have the display literally come off of the phone. You can peel it off. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this is normal? Do you think like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get that phone? If you are, I will leave a number in the description for psychiatric help. And not to mention, it has like a 2,500 milliamp hour battery. Like, I was reading online, and some people were saying like, this isn't the phone for performance. Clearly, right? Like yeah, okay, we all knew that. But they're also saying this is a phone that you get if you want to relive your childhood, if you want that design back. But okay, that's fine. But make it good. I don't okay. If it was good, if it was a good phone with solid specs, okay, cool, I would get it. But it's literally mid-range specs on a phone that's almost $2,000, $1,600. You can get a used Galaxy Fold for that price, and it will be way better than the Razr phone. Way better, no question about it. I mean, I just think this is a huge design fail. Motorola, the fact that they said it's normal is not normal by any stretch of the imagination. Is that normal? You don't even have to be a tech person to look at that and say, no, that's normal. Imagine buying a Galaxy and the screen literally comes off. Just comes off, right? Or imagine a Galaxy where if you hold it and you squeeze it, you hear creaking sounds. No, I would return it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Since this is a new channel, it helps greatly if you like the video and you subscribe and you tell your people about it. So yeah, definitely do that if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, leave me a thumbs down. Let me know why this video sucked. I promise I won't take it to heart. So yeah, guys, let me quick little video. I just want a little recap of why I think the Motorola Razr is I would say it's dead on arrival, but it's literally dead before arrival. Like, it didn't even come out yet and it's already dead. So wow. So yeah, guys, this was Mark from Mark's Tech Talk, and adios.